obodo ananya. Onye welu no wena mado. Onye junu no jifenu. Umana via ibia sele. Achalugo sele. Iya ibia sele. Achalugo sele.
Is blacks on the base.
We know the canoe. Mazi Simon the Prime Minister of the Biafra government in exile. Honorable Chasaso Kamanpo. I am a lady from childbirth. Mama risk her life for me. Mama no go sleep because she won't make her sleep. Mama no na kukumu. Onage kweka mutatamu. Ipere ya linala. Okwa makamu. One beju wokike gosi mamo. Mama ezigbo nne mkpọrọ n'anya. Nneọma nne mara obi nwa ya. Ụmụada, I stand attention. We are thankful, we are very, very grateful. Ụmụada, ụnada na mba biko. Chukwu kike biko chekwezi n'unu. Ụmụada, Biafra chemonu. They try me, they kill her. They try me, they stop her. Biafra ga Galile. Ndiwo ga Nalile. Biafra ga Galile. Ndiwo ga Nalile. Iye chuku dele dege melili. Iye chuku kule kuge melili. Kama mamenu na nagabiga. Kama mamenu na nagabiga. Nilo galale. Osimi galale. Niwo heavyweight. All over the world we could wait. Even on you to be late. If you know that freedom, you they hate. No, that we be the chosen one. We don't need it all, but they all need us. Anya choro pa mana ha chola nya cho. Amana ngeli beni ne uwana cho. Nilo galale. Fulani galale. Osimi galale. Nibo heavyweight. You didn't lie with the killer. You didn't lie with the locker. They try me, they kill her. They try me, they stop her. Biafra ga Galile. Nibo ga Nalile. Biafra ga Galile. Nibo ga Nalile.
Thank you very, very much. You're talking very well. There is a question in the minds of many people as well. How are we going to be sure that Nnamdi Kanu and the editorial board of Radio Biafra, the Executive Council of the Indigenous People of Biafra, will not derail in this struggle? The reason why we will not derail is because you will not let us derail. I have said this thing and I'll keep saying it every blessed day. Any day I come back and tell you that you can go and hug your black people and love them. Any day I come back and say to you that you can befriend Rochas Okoro, Charles or Carlo, any of these governors, or any member of the corrupt leadership of Ohanese, that same day I please urge you to kill me because I'm no longer worthy to exist. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about Biafra. It did not stop me from taking Radio Biafra to Enugu. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Nnewi. It did not stop me from broadcasting Radio Biafra from Onitsha, from Owerri, from Aba, from Port Harcourt. I am resolute. I don't retreat. Never. Nigeria has put me in detention before. Solitary confinement. It did not stop me from preaching Biafra. How about an imbecile some we are talking? How can that affect me? If those that kidnapped me and nearly killed me did not stop me from doing Biafra, how about an imbecile hiding somewhere? People must know who I am. I am destructively stubborn. You see, Biafra is going to come. You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran.
Day one to everyone in the house. I salute you all from wherever you're wishing and reaching and wishing us well. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from the Information, Media and Communications Department of the Biafran Republic Government in Exile. The government body that is now working and swacking everything. That has caused one Nigeria to be running helter-skelter. I salute you all. I can see Ifeanyi, the First, Gaddafi, Biafran Queen, Emeka, Shimon, 555 Vision, Biafran Energy Tech, Paul, Mazi Prince, Chinemerem, King Samuel, Ugochukwu, Mazi Nnamdi Evans, Mazioko Ndidi. It's me again, Autopilot, Christopher, Stella. Count your blessings and name them one by one. And forgive me if I don't count the goodness of God in your life by calling your names. But we salute you all. MNK said, you will not allow us to let you down because it is you that is making the Biafran people to know that we are not backing down. So I greet this team of super media giants who are there on Twitter each and every second to make sure the message is sent out and the people know what they need to know. Information is power, and when there is no information, the mindset and the thinking faculty of people is deformed. So what we do is to keep our people's brain awake because the brain of a black man is like a black tumor. By the time you allow them to sleep, they sleep and they will never wake up again. But they seem to be the most intelligent. But when they are vulnerable, it's very hard to bring them back to senses. So I salute these media hands and this media house for making everything possible. We salute our leader who have just told you, I will not disappoint you, but you will be the one to disappoint me. And he capped up by saying, you are the one that will make me not to disappoint you. How? At this time, what he said has really played out. He was kidnapped, and then some people disappointed him by going for one Nigeria, going for obedience, going for Anambra elections, while some other people stood their ground and did not disappoint him by making sure he did not regret his stay inside the DSS detention. So, these people that did not disappoint him are the autopilot that were standing shoulder to shoulder, side by side, pushing the truck and everything to help our PM to make sure that the ordinances of MNK and legacy was not thwarted, most especially the ESN, the military warehouse of the Biafran movement. When Owazirike gave up inside detention, when Andy Oba went to meet him, it was when they were able to already buy is commanders. So when your commanders, which is your military wing, have already given up and surrendered, how about you and what will you hold on to? So that is what MNK said when he said, you people will not make me to disappoint you if you stand by me and give me the conviction that even in death, that you will still uphold the legacy of Biafra. I must appreciate you all. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we owe you loyalty and royalty till eternity because you have sacrificed everything to make sure Biafra does not die or smash on the ground. And then your spiritual son, your super disciple, the Akune Chamber 1 of Biafra. Oh man, this man alone, the good guy name is not enough to describe him. I don't know the right word. Maybe I should look for the people that knows how to speak English very well so that they can connote some words that will best describe this man. This man I see as a super engine. At times people call in, write messages, or send this complaint to him. He need to come and address us. I say, oh my God, you guys want to finish this man. He's a young man. Forget the fact that he has a Kobe. He's a young man. But when you call him 247 like this, how do you expect him to concentrate and know how to dissect things about Biafra? He's on the pinnacle of things. So he needs some time to reason well and think. So at times we had to handle some issues for him before taking it to his table. So this man is a superman of Biafra. So the good guy is just not enough. I add the superman for him today. I appreciate him so much. Then I go down to the military wing, the ESN, and everyone there that follows up. I salute you all. The Biafran Liberation Army, oh, you guys are too much because every day one Nigerian terrorists are collecting 18-0, 5-0, 10-0, 15-0, 20-0. Oh, if you don't know what is happening, you will not understand the records on ground. That is why I appreciate Asare Dokubo for giving the international press for them to know the activity and the effectiveness and the steadfastness and the super agility of the Biafran Liberation Army and the ESN. So I salute you all. Then we go down to Umuada, which we sang their praises. They have been the backbone of our Superman since MNK was kidnapped. We salute you with your team, Madam Azuka, the Egbeji Njogu, one of Biafra land. So I can't do anything without remembering the Biafran people who are the real people taking the brunt and facing it in one Nigeria. You guys are supermen. Keep up the good work until we get to the tunnel because we are going very fast and we are approaching that thing which Shukukike had ordained and kept for us. So I thank you all. And here I see my co-host, Ifeanyi. I see the first. Please, please, please. The topics are there on the Jumbotron. 7 days hashtag Ghosttown. The ESN and BLA fundraising. Then Ifeanyi Uba and Asari Dokubo cries out by letting the whole world know that the Biafran Republic government in exile are doing the needful. So the first, Fanny, please take the mic and move on from here. Please, I must apologize to the other space that was on because this space was scheduled since yesterday. So we cannot miss the time before starting. And also we have another meeting coming up. So this will stay on even when I will not be speaking again because in like 30 minutes I will join another meeting, but the space will still be going on to keep Biafrans awake when our co-hosts are still active. Thank you, co-host, and fire on from here. I appreciate you all.
Thank you so much, my Honorable Prime Minister. I salute your courage. I salute everything you do for the Biafrans. May Elohim continue to bless you. I greet the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, for allowing Elohim to use you guys as the mantle fall on him, and you all rally around him to make sure that Biafrans will not be left as a chicken that they hawk has come to carry its mother. And today we are here today. I greet every comrade in the house, my fellow co-host, the first Gaddafi, my brother. It has been long. Biafra Queen Emeka, Mazi Prince. And my brother 55 Vision is also here, Simon. I salute every one of you, Mazi King. I salute you, Biafra Freedom. I greet each and every one of you and everyone on the space. I greet you all. Today is another day, and today is the day of salvation, because the gospel we preach is the gospel of salvation, is the gospel of freedom, is the gospel of redemption, is the gospel of the freeing of the soul and the body from the contraption, from the trap of the wicked one, which is the British and the Fulani Caliphate. That is why we are here today, and the topic, as it entails, 7 days Ghosttown, hashtag Ghosttown. Before now, every Asandre has known that the Biafrans have decided to choose freedom over any other thing, that the Biafrans have chosen to hold the bull by the horn by going for freedom. And not just to come to talk about freedom, but not actually deciding to go for freedom, because to talk about freedom is different and going for freedom. Many people has come and they talk about freedom and they capitulated. People like Owazrike, they talk about freedom, but in the other hand, they don't really intend freedom, but they want the crumbs that will fall out from the hands of the British or the hands of the Fulani through Nigeria, and after which they will go underneath. Likewise, those that sold our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they are talking about freedom, but they didn't mean freedom. That is why today they summoned themselves together and they sold our leader to be extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria, tortured for many days, and they kept it secret for the Biafrans, only for their work for Elohim, who frustrate the tokens of the liars. When he make their devices mad, when they make their diviners mad, our leaders surfaced alive, because the plan was to kill our leader at Kenya. But God aborted the tokens of their lies and bring our leader alive. When our leaders surfaced, they now start calling and say that they didn't know. But actually, they were using our leader's Twitter handle to send a message across to people that our leader is praying, that our leader will come on air, that our leader will do this and that. All these things has happened. And this man that you see here, that is in Biafra Republic government in Ezra, this man that you see here, 50 in 1, I call him. More than 50 in 1. Mazi Simon Ekpa. The only man that is standing. The only man that fit in the gap. Came up and said that this suffering of our leader, the trauma that he have undergone, the suffering, the denial that he denied himself, the pleasure that he denied himself, all the love of his loved ones, the love from his wife, the love from his children that he's denied himself, the love of a mother and father that he denied himself, and keep standing till today. And Master Simon Ekpa said that it will not go down the drain. That is why we are here today. The message of sit at home have sink in every nook and cranny of Biafra land. This is just a preamble. This is just to do a normal thing. But the sit at home have been settled, both spiritually and physically, that today is running in autopilot. Nobody enforce it. Nobody is ready to enforce it. But the people of Biafra have decided and say, look, this is what we want to do. We have chosen Biafra. If the international community has seen it and said that it's impossible that any African continent can be truly free by granting them, by championing the cause and enforcing the Zoological Republic and in extension Britain to conduct a referendum or plebiscite in the Zoological Republic. The Biafrans are taking it upon themselves to conduct the referendum by themselves for the past 2 years. And it is clear to everybody what we need and what we stand for. That what we need is not restructuring, that what we need is not inclusive in the government, that what we need is not an appointment like the criminals that call themselves leaders, that Mba is one of them, that Ifeanyi Oba is one of them, that all the governors are one of them, that Ohaneze and Dioshin and them are one of them, that they are not representing the Biafrans. For the past 2 years, the Biafran people have speaking in a very loud voice that the international community can no longer hold their shame of the quadrum that they meted against the Biafrans, because these are the major reasons why they have made it impossible for the mainstream media to carry the genocide that went on, that have been going on in Biafra land. Because they wanted to ethnically cleanse us. But Elohim said no, that he have sent us that we will be established as a nation, as his own nation, as his own kingdom here on earth. And that is why we are here today. So the 7 days sit at home is just to add to the choice of the people, for the people to also say, okay, since we've been doing it a one day, 3 days, 2 days sit at home, we want to take it straight 1 week sit at home, for the world to know that this message of ours that we've been sending, that we are not going to back down on it, that we are not backing down on it. That is the message. So if you are here, you are a zoo person or you are agent that have been sent, because I know we always have them in our midst whenever we are on space. People that are taking information, okay, look at what they said today. People that are taking information, okay, look at what they are doing. People that are taking information, okay, look at what they are saying, that they are not going to back down. You can take your record very well. We are saying that these 7 days that is starting on the 3rd, that nothing, Biafrans have chosen to shut down their markets, choosing to shut down that they will not go out on the street, choosing to shut down that they will not go out on the highway, choosing to shut down that the government offices will not work. For you to know, just as you have demonstrated it before now, government work, no, police stations shut down, military barracks are shut down, everywhere is not functioning in Biafra land whenever the day of our sit at home comes on Mondays. That is how it's going to be in these 7 days. That the Biafrans is going to demonstrate once more their readiness to take their nation back to what Elohim has ordained it to be. Asari Dokubo and Ifeanyi Oba is nobody in the picture. We always have them in the picture. Afonja was there and he couldn't quench. His actions couldn't stop the move of Biafra. His actions could not quench that people will not rise to talk about Biafra today, and we are here today. So we can have many of them, of the Afonjas, but the only promise that we are making to them is that their efforts, that they are making efforts in infertility, because it's not going to yield any fruit. Neither is it going to deter us. Rather, they are preparing themselves and making the day of their suffering to come more faster than they ever expected. The more the battle against the Biafrans, the more the battle against Biafra restoration, the more the battle against the release of our leader Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the more they are accumulating the day of their suffering. I'll be using the mic from here. This is my opening charge to submit to my brother, the first, the co-host, to pick up his mic and make his opening remarks. Thank you so much, the Biafra Republic government in exile, and thank you, the Information Minister, Mazi Sonny Abarawa, for this opportunity. May Elohim continue to bless you all under the comrades. Thank you.
Thank you, Ifeanyi. I don't know if anybody can hear me. I've had a really bad internet problem. As soon as I move from here, it's gonna go out, and I'm trying everything that's possible. Um, but if it kicks me out, I will message you, Sonny. So please, uh, I know you're gonna be going to a meeting, but if it kicks me out, I will let you know. Um, so good morning. I see Gaddafi. Uh, I see our own Minister of Information, all the government, Biafra government in exile, members, cabinets that are listening, all the Omada, our Carolina is here, everyone. Good morning from my end. You know, I'm not a morning person, guys. I had to wake up super, super early because this space was already scheduled. I scheduled yesterday, and I was like, oh man, I had to wake up early. I like to, me, I wake up and I like to take like 1 hour. I see you nonso, our own nonso. I wake up 1 hour and then I have to take 1 hour break, in bed before I can actually wake up. That's my routine. And God. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Those that joined us, those of the other space that are rounding up, we say thank you for holding the space. We can never leave room for the enemy to come and tell their story and sell their lies. That's why we're all here. So thank you guys for always holding the space and doing the needful. I mean, we got the sit at home going on. It is a 7 day. Actually, it's a 6 day sit at home. You know, people like me, I would have said we should have extended it to 2 weeks sit at home, so that those that are crying will cry some more. Those that are whining will whine some more. At the end of the day, they can blackmail us. They can say whatever the hell they want. At the end of the day, they will still sit at home. That's like that has always been their routine. I mean, we've seen them. People like Igurube and the Co. They will come to space. They will blackmail. They say, "Capture Simon, kill him, do this, do that." And you ask them, "Where are they at?" They tell you. They will never say it, but you know that they are sitting at home. They will have topics like, oh, end of sit at home in Enugu, there's no more sit at home. And then even the media, I mean, it got so worse that the media couldn't even hide it. It got so worse that even Sahara Gotham media and all their propaganda media channels, they could not hide the fact that Biafrans are sitting at home. And we don't enforce it, and people gladly sit at home. I mean, of course, they're gonna use their propaganda and say, "Oh, they are forcing people. They are doing this and that." No, Biafrans understand that it is for their own good. They understand what it means to sit at home. The Fulani mixed blood among us, those that are rape babies that we have on Biafra land. Of course, they're gonna be the ones to disobey the sit at home. Just like today, if you guys saw what our prime minister posted on this, where you have two Fulani. I mean, I'm like, I'm from Anambra, but even this one shocked me. Anambra people are the most chaotic people in the world. They were even videoing these two Fulani, videoing them after they have kidnapped our own beautiful daughter for 6 months, and they were taking turns. This one will rape her in the morning, the other one will rape her in the afternoon. They were raping this girl. And they understood that what they did was wrong. And the idiot security agents were asking them, "Oh, did we beat you? Did we touch you?" Oh, of course they're not gonna do that because they're Fulani. If this was Ochanja Market, that they went and rob a Biafran goes and rob just probably like steal the cell phone. Right now you'll be seeing the ashes. Right now they would have set his ass on fire, and he'll be running. Now ask yourself, which one is more evil? Kidnapping somebody and then not just kidnapping them and raping the person. versus stealing a phone that's not even up to 30,000 naira. But they were videoing them. Oh, did we touch you? Do we do this? Do we do that? Our Biafran people understand damn well exactly and why they are sitting at home, and that's why they will continue to sit at home. It doesn't matter what the propaganda the enemy has. It doesn't matter who they use, because we find out that Fulani have learned something from what happened during the Biafran genocidal war, right? They learned that instead of actually fighting us, because they can't stand our liberation army, they can't stand the ESN, but instead of fighting us, they would rather bribe the gullible ones among us. That's why you have somebody like Ifeanyi, a criminal. What, didn't he run away when Fulani attacked him? Wasn't he the only one that survived? I believe he was the only one that survived. And now he has, after running away and hiding, now he has summoned courage. He has summoned courage to come and run his mouth. He has summoned courage to come and tell you. I mean, these people have no shame. Imagine somebody that played an active role in the kidnap of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu coming and telling you how he loves Ojukwu. Coming and telling you how Ojukwu was this, he's from Newi, and I mean, Jesus Christ, these people have no shame. You know, I don't know, you know, that's why our prime minister is different, because he's the only one that can extend an olive branch to these criminals. Somebody like me, no, no, they are even worse than Fulani. They're all terrorists, just like Asari Dokubo. Asari Dokubo could not stand in a country of professors, in a country of learned people, a thug, a common criminal, a warlord, a terrorist went to the people's house, supposedly people's house, and was addressing professors, addressing so-called intelligent intellectuals you have in the zoo. Assad. But he was, because he couldn't stand it anymore, he had to say, he said that thing that nobody wanted to say, that they are receiving it woto. That he's getting it woto. He's crying. The video he made when he said that his father was the one kidnapped, it was anger. I understood it, because he thought this was pipeline. Like I always say, it's not a sawana when you're shooting something and it's shooting you back. When you're trying to kill something and that thing is also killing you, you no longer say a sawana. It's only when you go and blow up a defenseless pipeline that nobody is guarding, and then you come out with AK-47, AK-49, a bazooka, and all that, and Sawana. But after they jammed the Liberation Army, he started crying. He started lamenting. Lamentation 1 verse 1. That's what Asari is doing. But we told him that it's not going to end there, that I believe our Prime Minister has made it clear that our story with Asari, we're going to meet on the front lines. That's how it's going to be. Because one thing we're not going to allow is terrorists in our land. We're not going to allow terrorists to occupy our land. It doesn't matter where. We can never allow terrorists in our land. Asari is not a Muslim. He's a jihadist. He's a terrorist. And it's time that we start calling him exactly what it is, a terrorist. Calling him a Muslim is just, trying to, because they've already called us, what are the ideology of Biafrans? Like they wrote on Wikipedia, they said, anti-Fulani and Islamist or something. That's how they said. That's our, and I said, that's good. We hate terrorists and we hate people hiding under Islam to commit terrorism. We don't want our people being killed And Assadi, as I'm sure, is not a Muslim. He's a terrorist, and he will be treated like one of those Fulanis. If you come and kill our people, we will hunt you down, and there is no hiding place. So Assadi can cry some more, he can whine, he can do whatever he wants. At the end of the day, you know, nobody has ever fought the people and win. He may be winning or thinking that he's winning right now because he has the government power. I mean, when you have a drug dealer as the president, you have Boko Haram as the vice president, Pablo Escobar and the Rock of Ages and as the president, and you have Osama bin Laden as the vice president, and you have a thug, a warlord addressing learned people. I mean, what do you? It's already anarchy. It's already a banana republic. Nigeria is a banana republic. Zoo. That's what you have. And you have his criminal cronies surrounding him. That's exactly the new Nigeria. Sometimes we have to say, ask the Obi people, how far? How are they? Is this the new Nigeria that they are talking about? But we must continue, my people. We must continue. The fundraising is today. Please endeavor because this is why, like I always say, when you see these things that are making you angry, just like I saw this morning, our own girl that was raped for 6 months, and then impregnated. I saw that it made me angry because I was like, why are these people still alive? Why are we keeping these terrorists alive and even videoing them, treating them like celebrities or something? But I understand it. So when that anger, we have to channel it to the right source, which is the ESN website, which is the Biafra tax, and which is the fundraising coming up today. So thank you guys, and I'll yield the mic to Gaddafi. I see Vam Vam Vam. Gaddafi, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I salute you, the first, the Minister of Information, Media and Communication, the first, the Deputy Minister of Communication, Information and Social Media, General Rav Van Van Van. It is me, I salute you, Onyeka, I salute you, Stella, I salute you, the Biafran Queen, Gloria Ogood, I see you, Ifeanyi Wora, and many of you, all protocol duly observed. I thank you all for the great job you are doing. Thank you, my people. You are doing a wonderful job. But what I want to let you know is that the ghost town is a thing that we must do. It's things that we must do. It's something that we must do. And when we talk about Asare Dokobo, Asare is nobody. Asare name is just lingering because he started all this bunkery business, and those ones in the bunkery business always said Asare Fuel, Asare, 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 Asare. Not that Asare is anybody. In Niger data as a whole, Asare is nobody. Because when we talk about remain, Asare's name is not in the list. When we talk about like somebody like His Royal Majesty Ateketon, in that area, Asare name is not involved. So I've been with them, I was in their midst, I know who and each and every one of them are. So that is one thing on the roadside. How we ask Asare, where is your second in command is? They came to Biafra land to kill us, and Biafra land swallowed them. So anyone that comes will not go back. Like question I always ask people. You see when they send in troop to our land, have you ever seen when they retrieve those troops? That's things that none of them will answer. The zoo government will not answer. For some of you that who doesn't know who is talking, I am Gaddafi. My real name is Kingsley, or you call me my native name, which is Kamal Ozuzu, the ghost of thunder.
So we are showing our face, we are showing our name, we are not hiding because we love what we are doing. And what we are doing is us. So, Asare should not said he did not see any man in Igbo land or in Biafra land. There is men. We are quiet just because we are respecting our prime minister. When he unleashed the beast that is under him. There was a man of God, Joshua Iginla, talk about the lion, the white lion, the puppy that developed the destiny of a lion. That prophecy has never expired. So, the Biafran Liberation Army is doing the needful. And we are not afraid. Like I said, deep things were revealed unto us. And we know it. The plan, they're planning, we have seen it, we know it. But let me tell you, it is only a tree they say they want to cut down, it will remain at the same spot. Biafra people will defend our land. And nobody will come to kill us who will go back alive. It's a promise. And that will definitely stand. So, above all, before I forget, today the Prime Minister will be having a town hall meeting in my country, in South Korea. Please, as all of us gathered in this Twitter space, less than 10 minutes, we'll be joining the studio, the Zoom. And I believe it's going to be broadcast live so that the Fulefus will stop calling it secret meeting. I want to welcome each and every one of you in Seoul, the capital city of South Korea. Today, we will meet in Seoul, and as we proceed, God Almighty and the God of Biafra will go with us, because we are not dragging things that does not belong to us. Our land is our land, and no infidel, no invader will take over our land. Asare is nobody. If Asare say is a man, I challenge Asare to come to lead the troop at the war front. Let it be at the front and step into the Biafra land. If Asare said is a man, let him, Asare, lead his group and step into Biafra land. If Asare go back alive, I, Gaddafi, will resign from this struggle. So that is it. So Asare is not even a threat to what we are doing. The kingdom of Biafra will continue because the Almighty God himself has made it to be so. Biafra is a kingdom. Our leader Mazen Nandekanu said that is the kingdom of God here on earth. So I am calling it as the kingdom of Biafra. And the kingdom of Biafra, the land that flow with milk and honey. I want each and every one of you, like I challenged the Obedient. I said, you guys contributed $150 million to Obedient. Give us the same amount, we will give you Biafra less than 24 hours. Because you can never be accepted in Nigeria. You should know that. You are a Biafran. Know who you are. Stand shoulder to shoulder with our Prime Minister, His Excellency Mazi Simon Ekpa. Stand with him so that the good life, you will taste it. Because some of us in Biafra land, some of us never enter plane, some of us never enter train, some of us never experience anything good life. Some of them are like, they died at the age of 50, 60, some of them 100. So it's a taboo. Why we are fighting for Biafra is we live abroad, we see what is called good life. And that's what we want to bring home. And also ask yourself, why are you in this struggle? Are you here as a sabotage? Are you here to fight for your people? Thank you, Duty Cause. We have to prepare the studio, and we are expecting each and every one of you in Seoul today. Our Prime Minister will be live in Seoul. And I want you to accompany his entourage, his convoy, to land in the city of Seoul today. Thank you, Biafra. Thank you, my fellow citizen of Kingdom of Biafra. Thank you, my fellow cabinet. Thank you, my fellow comrade. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you. I see 555 Vision here. I salute you all. Please join us as we proceed. God bless you. Thank you.
Greetings, fellow Biafrans. We are moving. I just have to interrupt quickly because we need to go. My own entourage is warming up. You know, my entourage is not the one that one will go left and the other one will go right. We are going straight to Seoul. And the Seoul is so important. If you are a Pentecostal, you remember that is the biggest Pentecostal church in the whole world was located in Seoul. The pastor's name is Paul Yonggi Cho. And we are going to have the biggest mass movement of freedom also, you know, is going to emanate from Seoul. I'm telling you because there are so many Biafrans in Seoul and there are so many well-wishers also in Seoul. Seoul is a very important country also. It's a very hard country, a very strong country, and our Prime Minister is heading there and I'm headed. But before I go, I want to touch quickly on what the first also touched upon. Please, I'm sorry, I'm observing also the protocol. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to demean any presence here because we're in a hurry to go and join our Prime Minister. And our brother touched on when the idiotic Ifeanyi Oba was mentioning the name of Ikemba Nnewi, and he said Ikemba is from Nnewi. And when you are trying to mention Ikemba Nnewi, you are trying to patronize Biafrans because Ikemba represents Biafra. And this idiot does not have any representation of Biafra, and he dares mention the name of the Ikemba Nnewi, the Buruburu one of Biafra, the one who in the spirit realm is rooting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and is screaming and saying, let my people go. And this idiotic Fulani slave is mentioning the name of Ikemba Nnewi, trying to patronize Biafrans, and Biafrans will not buy your goods. That is why we have decided to boycott everything that has to do with Ifeanyi Oba. I don't know if people are hearing my voice right now. Hope I'm not speaking to myself. I want us to understand that this idiot and anyone like him are people we must put under our feet, match them, people. Biafrans, and we are going home. You dare not mention the name of Ikemba Nnewi because Ikemba Nnewi is a full embodiment of Biafra. And you are a pest in Biafra. Biafrans have decided to spit you out of their mouth, and we're going to ensure we do that. I'm going to bow out right now very quickly because we want to join our Prime Minister in Seoul, Switzerland. In Seoul, South Korea. Thank you very much. Blessings.
Information Minister, you are not there. And I greet you, my people. It is me again. And in the absence of the host, I have to come in. And I greet you, my people. I must appreciate our efforts. Seoul is a place to be. And this is how we are doing it. Who else and how else can it be navigated? We are prototype. After us, there will never be any. Before us, there was none like us. And look at how we are going about our liberation. At this point in time, it is actually the autopilot. It is only Chukwu Okike Abiama that is directing the craft, and we shall all land safely. I want to start by saying that Asare Dokubo should not be referred to as warlord. That pig in the creek is not a warlord. He has never been a warlord. He is the plan of the caliphate. But if that man is prestigious enough, he will be ashamed of himself because his mate as Sanusi, Lamido Sanusi, who became the CBN of Nigeria. Afterwards, he became the emir of wherever he is, Kano. And he has been in the prominence. But him, they are just keeping him afloat.
They just dey give am small peanuts. And he thinks he is doing well. He is not consistent. He has never been consistent. The only time he wants to remind the Nigerian government about his existence is when he will come and malign IPOB. If IPOB was not in existence, I'll tell you, I bet you Asari Dokubo wouldn't have, nobody will know him again. Because he is the plan of Nigeria government, the Fulani government, the Islamic State. He is nobody. Nobody knows him. His father is nobody. His father sold no slave. How many are they to want to come and raid the Igbo interland? So his father, all those things are make-up stories. They make up their stories and come to tell on social media so that they will always remain relevant in the eyes of their contractors. He went to Sudan to school for jihad, just like a Muhammad Abbas. It was an Islamic man, a Fulani man from one other country that took him to Kuwait. So is Asari Dokubo. He went to Sudan. Before anything, they went there to indoctrinate him, just like Mutalab. But he's so coward enough to kill himself. Instead of him to enter plane and bomb himself and kill his perceived enemy, he's here making noise. And I want to talk about Ifeanyi Ubah. And I'll talk to our people. I have tried to check the profile of Ifeanyi Ubah. Who is he? Based on what is his line of thought emanating from? Lo and below, this guy dropped out from primary education. He doesn't have it. And I bring it to our people in Lagos and in various markets. You see them making bogus statements. You think they are nothing. They don't know anything. They only finished primary 6. They went to Abuja or to Lagos with poly bag, with 2 or 3 clothes. They became apprentice. They have no other education apart from buying and selling. They don't know skill management. Everything they learn is from their bosses, their masters. So in other words, if their master is very saucy person, they will become very saucy because this is the only education they have. And once after that, you become free. You did not have time for yourself. You start your own trade. Maybe you start sleeping in your shop or your bacha, and God will bless you because you are an Igbo man. The blessedness of an Igbo man, whether it's from Ikwere, whether it's from Ijon, whether from Isha, is by default. Okika Abiyama has blessed us and established us even before our mother gave birth to us. So you must prosper because you bear that emblem. You must prosper. So it's inevitable. So when this person attained this crescendo, he thought that he has achieved everything. And they start market politics. And this market politics is that who will become the chairman of the market. This chairman of the market does not report to the local government chairman. No, they report to the council. Not the councillor, not even the chairman. No, they report to the council. And the council, they will begin to liaise with the council on how much tax they will pay on each shop. This is how it begins. So there is no deep thought. There is a chess, a pattern of chess you want to play. They call it deep thought. There is no deep thought in their way of life. I'm coming. There is no deep thought in their way of life or in their reason. No rationality. Everything is about buying and selling. Everything is about symbolic jingoism. How to enrich yourself. Anything he wants to do is factoring the gain.